Most companies are thinking about AI in the wrong way. They're asking, what AI tool should we use? When the better question is, what part of our business is a bottleneck that we could turn into a custom AI system? Because there is no one AI automation that fits every company. A roofing company, a law firm, a restaurant, and a SaaS company all have completely different bottlenecks. And the best part is that these systems are so easy to build. You can use tools like Codex, Claude Code, Lovable, Replit, or any of the 1,000 vibe coding platforms out there to start turning workflows into custom software. So in this video, I'm going to walk through 20 different AI software and workflow ideas that businesses could build right now. The goal is not for every business to copy every idea. The goal is to help you start seeing your own business differently, so you can spot where custom AI systems could save time, reduce manual work, or create entirely new leverage. Let's not waste any time and hop right into it. The first example is a CRM follow-up assistant. This would be useful for agencies, consultants, real estate agents, or any business where leads get added to a CRM, then slowly disappear because no one follows up properly. The bottleneck is that most CRMs are only as good as the person using them. A lead comes in, someone has a call, maybe they send one email, and then the opportunity just sits there. An AI follow-up assistant could watch the CRM, look at the stage of each deal, read past notes or emails, and suggest the next best follow-up. Another example is a quote generator for service businesses. This could be useful for contractors, cleaning companies, landscapers, or anyone who has to manually create estimates. The bottleneck is that quoting takes time. Someone has to review the customer request, look at photos, check measurements, calculate pricing, and then turn all of that into a professional looking estimate. An AI system could take in a form submission, photos, job notes, measurements, or past pricing data, then create a draft quote. You probably would not want it sending every quote automatically at first, but it could create a strong first draft that the business owner or estimator reviews before sending. For healthcare, dental offices, chiropractors, and other appointment-based medical businesses, you could build a patient intake summarizer. The bottleneck is that patients fill out forms, but providers often do not have time to read through everything carefully before the appointment. Important details can get buried in long forms, PDFs, or notes. The AI system could summarize the intake form, highlight the main concerns, flag missing information, and prepare a quick provider-facing summary before the appointment. Number 4, another strong example is a lead prep workflow for email automation. This is a system that I have built and is useful for agencies, consultants, B2B companies, and sales teams doing outbound. The bottleneck is that personalized outreach takes research. If someone is emailing 500 companies, they either send generic emails that do not perform well or spend a lot of time researching each prospect. An AI lead prep system could take a list of companies, visit their websites, summarize what they do, find relevant details, and draft a personalized email angle. Number 5, for restaurants, cafes, catering companies, and any food business, you could build a restaurant inventory predictor. The bottleneck is inventory planning. If you order too much food, food goes to waste. If you order too little, you run out of key items and lose sales. An AI system could look at past sales, day of the week, seasonality, weather, reservations, local events, and current inventory, then suggest what the restaurant should order. Number 6, for real estate agents, investors, property managers, and acquisition teams, you could build a real estate deal analyzer. The bottleneck is that analyzing properties takes a lot of scattered research. You have to look at listing details, rent comps, sales comps, renovation estimates, taxes, potential cash flow, and so much more. An AI system could take a property address or listing, pull together available data, summarize the opportunity, estimate rent potential, flag risks, and create a deal demo. Number 7, another example is a customer support triage system. This could apply to SaaS companies, e-commerce brands, local services, or really any business that receives a lot of customer messages. The bottleneck is that every message enters the same inbox, but not every message is equally important. Some are simple questions, some are angry customers, refund requests. Some need a human immediately. An AI system could classify incoming messages, detect urgency or sentiment, draft a suggested reply, and route the issue to the right person. Quick pause here. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I know there are workflows in my business that should be automated, but I'm not sure what to build first. or how to build them. That's exactly what I help with. Whether you're running a company, building as a solopreneur, or trying to turn messy internal processes into actual AI systems, you can use the link in the description to book a call. We'll look at where your business is losing time, where AI can actually create leverage, and what kind of custom system would make the biggest impact first. Now back to the video. Number 8, for companies that hire frequently, you could build a recruiting screener. The bottleneck is that reviewing resumes is time consuming, especially where there are hundreds of applicants for one role. An AI recruiting system could compare resumes against the job description, summarize each candidate, flag relevant experience, identify missing requirements, and create a structured scorecard. Number 9, a very powerful, useful system for almost any company is an internal knowledge search tool. The bottleneck is that companies have information scattered everywhere. SOPs are in Google Docs, client details in the CRM, conversations in Slack, files in Google Drive, and employees constantly have to ask each other where things are. An AI knowledge tool could let employees ask questions and get answers from company documents, with citations or links back to the original source. Number 10. Another example is an invoice extractor and CRM data. This would be useful for agencies, logistic companies, accounting teams, or any business that receives lots of invoices, receipts, purchase orders, or vendor documents. The bottleneck is that invoices often arrive as PDFs, emails, scans, or attachments, and someone has to manually read them and update the right client, job, project, or account. An AI system could extract the vendor, invoice number, amount due, total amount, all of the details of that specific invoice or receipt. Then it could match that invoice to the right record in the CRM. Number 11, for creators, agencies, consultants, media teams, you could build a marketing content repurposer. The bottleneck is that companies create long-form content, but then do not fully reuse it. And if they do reuse it, it takes a lot of time. A podcast, webinar, YouTube video, blog post, those might have 20 smaller pieces of content inside of them, but someone has to manually pull them out. An AI system could take one long-form asset, turn it into LinkedIn posts, short-form video ideas, email newsletters, very specified blog posts, tweets. Number 12. For builders, contractors, remodelers, and construction teams, you could build a construction project update system. The bottleneck is that project updates are usually scattered across texts, photos, field notes, emails, and conversations. Clients want updates, managers need documentation, and no one wants to spend the end of the day writing reports. An AI system could take field notes, upload photos, voice memos, and task updates, then turn them into a clean client update or internal project log. Number 13. Now let's talk about AI voice systems. The first one is an AI outbound caller for follow-ups. This could be useful for service businesses, sales teams, appointment-based businesses, or anyone who needs to follow up with leads and customers. The bottleneck is that a lot of follow-up calls are simple but time-consuming. Someone requested a quote and never responded. Someone missed an appointment. Someone filled out a form. Someone needs a reminder. An AI outbound caller could call those people, ask a few structured questions, confirm interest, reschedule an appointment, or even update the CRM. Number 14. Right next to that is an AI inbound caller for bookings. This is for businesses that get a lot of phone calls for appointments, quotes, reservations, or service requests. Dental offices, home services, clinics, gyms. The bottleneck is missed calls. If a business misses a call, they might lose the customer, but hiring someone to answer every call can be expensive. An AI inbound caller could answer the phone, ask what the customer needs, collect the right details, check availability, book an appointment, and update the CRM or calendar. Number 15. For insurance agencies, adjusters, legal teams, and property management companies, you could build an insurance claim summarizer. The bottleneck is that claims often take tons of messy information. Photos, PDFs, emails, policy documents, timelines, and customer messages. An AI system could organize the claim, summarize what happened, extract key dates, identify missing documents, and create a timeline of events. Number 16. For landlords, property managers, real estate teams, you could build a maintenance routing system. The bottleneck is that tenants submit maintenance requests in vague ways. The sink is broken. The AC isn't working. There's water on the floor. Someone then has to ask the follow-up question, figure out the agency, figure out urgency, and contact the right vendor. An AI system could read the maintenance request, ask follow-up questions, classify the issue, detect emergencies, and route the job to the right vendor. Number 17. For factories, production teams, warehouses, and manufacturing companies, you could build a quality issue tracker. The bottleneck is that quality problems often get reported inconsistently. One person writes a note, another uploads a photo, someone else mentions it in a meeting. Patterns are easy to miss. An AI system could summarize defect reports, group similar issues, identify reoccurring patterns, and suggest where the team should investigate. Number 18, client onboarding system. For agencies, accountants, law firms, consultants, and service businesses, you could build a client onboarding system. The bottleneck is that onboarding usually requires collecting documents, sending reminders, asking the same questions, and making sure the client actually completes everything. An AI system could guide the client through the process, check whether documents are complete, summarize what has been submitted, send reminders, and create internal setup tasks associated with your CRM or internal database. 19. For restaurants, franchises, gyms, clinics, hotels, you could build a review analyzer. The bottleneck is that customer reviews contain valuable feedback, but most businesses only look at the star rating. They do not systematically analyze what people are complaining about or praising. An AI system could read Google reviews, Yelp reviews, survey responses, social comments, then identify reoccurring themes. This could help you improve your service or aspects of your business. And last but not least, number 20. The final example is a custom reporting assistant. This could apply to almost any business because every business has some kind of reporting system. The bottleneck is that reporting usually involves pulling data from multiple places, copying numbers into a spreadsheet, writing a summary. An AI reporting assistant could pull data from a CRM, ad account spreadsheet, payment processor, or database, then turn it into a weekly or monthly business summary. The best AI systems are not generic. They depend on where the business is slow, where information gets stuck, and where humans are doing the same manual work over and over again that AI could do better, more consistently, and much faster than a human ever could. The main takeaway is this: the companies that win with AI are not going to be the ones that simply use the newest, fanciest tools. They're going to be the ones that understand their own bottlenecks the best, and then build custom systems around them. So do not start by asking, what AI app should we use? Start by asking, where is our business slow, repetitive, messy, or dependent on manual work? That is where the opportunity is. Because AI is not just another software category, it is a way to turn the messy parts of a business into systems that actually scale. I appreciate you for watching this. If you enjoy this sort of content, please subscribe. I'm coming out with a new video every week, sometimes twice a week. So I appreciate you making it this far, and I hope to see you in the next one.